Hello! So it's me again, Kurniawan, and welcome back to my channel. And in this episode, I'm going to teach or create a third look of our 12 looks of Christmas. And if you already watched the previous one or the previous two episodes, and please also give a suggestion in the comment box below. And if this is the first time of you watching my 12 looks of Christmas series, please also comment on the comment box below if I miss a certain information or certain tricks about whatever you want to learn, so I can include it on my next episode. I am going to create a very dreamy eyes for this episode. In Christmas season or the holiday season, people are tendency to use a very warm color, but for today I'm going to create eye makeup which include a very subtle pink or lilac color, and I'm going to add a little bit of texture. And I know, medyo nakakagulat kasi these are not the kind of colors that you guys choose for the holidays. But then again, I'm going to teach you guys how to use these colors perfectly for the holidays. As you guys can see, I already prepped the skin and already put foundation. We just used Fenty Pro Filter foundation in number 185, and also I'm using also the Pro Filter concealer from Fenty also in 185 and a little bit on 300 on the cheek area, so we can have a little bit of dimension. And of course, I set everything with the Huda Beauty Loose powder in sugar cookie. So okay, let's move on. First, I'm going to contour the entire face. So I'm going to use Palermo from Teviant Sculpt to Bronze palette. So I'm going to use the sculpting powder. So if you guys want to know on how to do proper contour, please also go to my video on how to do proper contour, or the power of contour for beginners. And then of course here. And then to soften it, I'm using the bronzing powder to make the contour a little bit softer. That's the idea of me creating the Sculpt to Bronze palette with Jelly Eugenio. So instead of buying two products, you have already two products in the one palette. And of course here, on the chin area, so that you'll have a sharper chin. Then I'm going to soften it with the bronzing powder. And then I'm going to do a nose line using the same palette also. And now I'm going to apply a highlighter. So I'm going to use the Glow to Glass palette of Marqua under the eyes or in the eye bag area. So because this highlighting powder is a little bit opaque, so technically it has a blurring effect. So if you want to hide that eye bags or those lines, this product is really perfect to do that. And then a little bit here and then here. I'm applying the glass powder here. So a little bit on the brow bone. You can say this is my secret. Every time before I do a blush on or apply a blush on, I like to put a layer of pink tone highlighter before or under the blush on, so that the blush on will glide easily, and also it gives a kind of finish that, you know, like a glow within your skin. So in Teviant we have Florid. This technique you can use in all skin tone or skin color. I'm going to apply blush on me. Rosette. You know, I love Rosette because it's not pink and it's not orange at the same time, but it gives you the effect of you know, like naturally glowing. So I'm going to put it a little bit above the upper part of the cheek and then bring it backward like so. Because when you do blush on, apply blush on, You just want to color this part only. This one is contour powder and a little bit of bronzing powder to make everything soft. And then here you already have a highlighter, so you don't want to take away those effects. So you just have to apply blush on the upper part of the cheek. And then before we start everything, I need to do a base. So I'm going to use a Mademoiselle palette. So this is the color that I like, C'est la vie. So I'm going to base the entire part of the eyes. By doing so, you'll see clearly the shape of your eyes or the feature of your eyes. So you know which part need to be corrected or contoured or highlighted. So I'm going to use a basic color of pink on the entire eyelid. So I'm going to use Amore, of course, because here we have Rosa. It's a very light, salmon like pink. Alright, the next one I'm going to use is actually from Amore also in Milano. I'm going to blend in on top of the pink to create extra depth. And then, can you guys see? From this corner of the eyes, bring it upward to the inner corner of your eyebrows. So parang siya 1/4 of circle. And then now that you already have the mass defined eyes, I'm going to layer another rosa, the pink color that we used earlier. I'm going to bring in a purple hue. I'm going to use this Mademoiselle palette in Glamour. You want to fill half of the eyelid. So for the season or for the holidays, you shouldn't be afraid of using colors. Because sometimes when you use colored eyeshadows, even kahit hindi marunong kayo mag-blend na eyeshadows, it might look nice because the attraction of the people will go to the color of the eyeshadow instead of the way you blend it. And for the lower part of the eyes, I'm going to use this Cafe from Mademoiselle palette also. So I'm going to do it 2/3 of the eyes. And of course, I'm going to use the same color also, Cafe, using a flat brush on the upper line of the eyes. Now I'm going to use a black pencil liner from Teviant in Termagent. And next I'm going to use a pen liner in Virago. And I'm going to use pencil liner in Mavourneen. Alright, now to add more texture, I'm going to use a Glow to Glass palette of Marqua also in Teviant in Astral. So I'm going to put it on top of the eyeshadow. And then this one technically you can build in. This Astral glass powder is actually transparent. So it's okay, you can put or use it on top of any color of eyeshadows. Now I'm going to curl her lashes. See, you can really see the difference between with or without mascara, because I know a lot of you guys hate mascara just because it's really hard to remove. But then again, ang laki tulong niya for your eyes. Especially if you keep on attending parties this Christmas. So, by the time after 1 week, medyo pagod na yung tsura nyo. So, just put mascara para umangat yung mata nyo. And I'm going to do the same on the other side of the eyes. So, by doing this, actually we are done with the eye makeup except for the eyebrows. But today I would like to apply false lashes, so I'm going to use this Tyra. Then I'm going to use also Resin. We're going to highlight the inner corner. And I'm going to use glitter liner. I'm using Oro, or the gold one. And of course, I'm going to use Eyebrow Duo. So I'm going to use the lighter color first. So now I'm using the darker color on the outer corner of the eyebrow. And I'm going to set everything with eyebrow gel. I'm going to use Mist. Mist is, I think, a little bit on the blonde side, or ash blonde. But then again, you shouldn't be afraid of the, yung itsura ng color niya. Because when you apply it on the brows, it looks amazing and it doesn't look like as light as the one in the nose. Alright, so now I'm going to retouch, and I'm going to add a little bit of astral here to add more texture, because here we already have those wet effect on top of the eyeshadow, so I want to continue it. And for the lipstick, I want something soft, something pinkish, and a little bit of coral. So I'm going to use my favorite color right now. So I know you guys been following me also in Instagram, and I already put a hint there that Teviant have a lipstick collection anytime soon, and today the first time I'm going to use one of the color. So this one I'm going to use in 41. So if you want to know more about the lipstick, stay tuned on December 8th. I'm going to talk about it here in my YouTube channel, and of course, December 9th, 7 PM, it will be available in Lazada. To finish it up, I'm going to use this multi-purpose shine from Nars in Redemption. Hi guys, so that's it for today, and as you can see na yung mga color na hindi nyo akalain na mukhang maganda pala sa mata nyo, you can always try. And do not forget also na there's no rules in makeup as long as you know how to carry it. As you can see, I used two palettes for today's tutorial in Mademoiselle and of course Amore. But these two, you can avail them cheaper ngayon because Teviant have the anniversary bundle. So we call the bundle of these two eyeshadow palette is Icy Bell, and the SRP is actually 5,785, and for this bundle you can just get 3,675. So technically you're saving money by 2,110 pesos. And of course the eyebrow also, we have a bundle also for eyebrows on fleek. The one that you curated with Kim Chu or Chinita Princess. So the eyebrow on fleek set A, we are selling it for 1,990 pesos. Samantalang before is actually 2,585 pesos. So yan, nagtipid na naman kayo by 595 pesos. So this anniversary bundle only available on Lazada and while stock lasts. So thank you for watching, and of course if you have suggestion on what look I should do next, please comment in the comment box below, and of course do not forget to like this video or share to your friends, and of course do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.